Let's start.
All right.
You ready, sir?
I'm ready.
So start saying about you, man. Who are Derek Lunsford?
Well, I'm just some kid from Indiana, some small town of Indiana that, you know, we have about 2,000 people in our town. We have like one grocery store. Everybody's kind of farmers. Everybody that lives there has pretty much lived there for generation after generation. My family, for example, has never really left our small town. So I come from that, like kind of the middle of nowhere in the USA. So I always had this dream of one day I would experience the world. I would get out there, I would see the rest of the world, and I didn't know how I would do it. I just believed in my heart, somehow something's gonna take me elsewhere. Okay. And all we had was, like I said, one grocery store and we had a gym in our small town. And I thought to myself, well, one way to get better is to get my butt in the gym. And I fell in love with it. I was a wrestler in high school, early college. So sports was like my #1 thing growing up. And I took wrestling very seriously in high school.
Really?
To the point where, like I said, I went to college for a short period of time as a wrestler. And I realized that my future wasn't going to be wrestling. Mm-hmm. It was very hard for me to accept at first, but I realized I needed to focus on school, get my degree. And in the meantime, that's when I found bodybuilding. And I seen that was kind of like that light bulb went off, and I said, this is my ticket. I think this is the direction that's gonna take me to where I wanna go.
Awesome, awesome, dude. You're still young, right? Do you believe you can surpass Flex Lewis in number of titles?
Well, he has 7. That's a lot. That's tied with Arnold and Phil Heath. Yeah. So that's a big feat. And to be honest, I don't even really look at it like that anymore, to be quite frank. I came into this sport as a competitor. Like I said, I was a wrestler, so it was about winning and losing. Whereas now I see this more as art, like it truly should be. This is my canvas, and all I'm trying to do is be the very best I can be. And in turn, I believe that I can be the best in the world for my time, right? So I believe that if I continue to go on the path in the direction that I'm going, and I keep, you know, getting my butt in the gym and giving 100% every day, I believe that I can continue to win. How many will I win? It's not up to me. Even winning or losing isn't even my focus anymore. It's just me being my best, and then where the cards fall, they will fall.
Awesome, awesome. So, do you think Shawn remains like our main rival right now? Do you see any guy coming up?
Yeah, Shawn's tough, man. So I don't want to take anything away from Shawn. Shawn is an amazing competitor, amazing bodybuilder, and it's his mindset of always wanting to be better and get after it every day. So definitely he is going to be one of those top guys that's always going to be competing for that title. Now, you can't forget about Kamal.
Yes, never.
He's here now, training the same gym as me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he lives here now. So he's a Olympia champion, 2019. Yes. He placed 3rd this past year. He continues to get better despite, you know, his age. He's making improvements. Let's see, you got Angel, who placed 4th last year. Phenomenal bodybuilder as well. Continues to get better. You have Nathan Epler, who is also a wrestler from Indiana, just like myself. We have a very similar story, so you know, he's another guy you got to look out for. So that's a top 5 from last year. A couple other guys I want to mention: Lucas from Brazil.
Cool.
I think he's a phenomenal bodybuilder. I love his shape and his structure. He and I talked a little bit after last year's Olympia. He was asking me, you know, where do you see I can improve? We talked a little bit about it, and I'm trying to encourage him to actually come move here and train with me and hang out, chill, get to know each other a little bit better outside of just the competition, and, you know, help each other push to the next level. And then one other guy I want to mention is Keon. I think Keon is making huge strides, huge improvements. He and I have had many conversations as well, and I'm looking forward to seeing him up on the Olympia stage again this year.
Yeah. Então, Lucas, tá vendo a oportunidade que você tá tendo na mão aí, né, meu parceiro? Muito bom. Funny story. I've judged Kamal Garni at NABA in Europe.
Wow.
Really? A long time ago, dude.
Okay.
I'm not so young. Yeah.
That's awesome.
True. That's true.
That's awesome, yeah.
So, What do you think about the Brazilian bodybuilding right now? The scene over there is pretty big.
It's wild, right?
Yeah.
Some of the craziest fans, but I love it, man, because I'm one of those crazy fans. And so I think, man, you got to give it to the Brazilian fans and the Brazilian bodybuilders. You know, they have that mindset of wanting to improve and get better. And I love that, their enthusiasm for this sport and uplifting everyone in this sport. You know, it's contagious, and I love it. I'd love to come to Brazil sometime.
Yeah,
sure.
you did a live those days, right?
Yeah, I just
with
did
Tamer and Tarek.
We did a live with Muscle Contest, yeah, Tamer and Tarek, and Hani was on there, my coach.
Yes.
As well as Good Vito, he was on there as well. So we did a little special something for the Brazilian fans.
Really?
And, yeah, and I think it's just the beginning. You know?
Nice.
I hope so.
So there's a possibility to have Mr. Olympia Derek Lunsford in Brazil soon?
If the opportunity presents itself, I will be there.
Nice, nice. So, did you met Eduardo Correa, right?
Yeah.
You guys competed before
We
against each other?
We did, actually. That was another privilege of mine. It was an honor standing next to him. He was somebody I really looked up to coming into becoming a pro and coming into the Olympia. So for me to be able to just stand on stage with him was quite an honor. And I remember the conversation that we actually had backstage. I was telling him how much I looked up to him and telling him how much of an honor it was to be able to stand on stage. And we just like instantly hit it off. So now when I see him at the Arnold Classic or any other bodybuilding event, we always make sure to catch up and we, you know,
yeah,
have a good time.
He is the best of all time in Brazil.
Yeah.
He took the second place in Mr. Olympia.
Right.
You know, he's amazing, my truly friend. But do you think Lucas have the potential to do something like him on the industry?
Yeah, I don't want to limit anyone's potential, right? The potential is only as good as what that person does with it.
Okay.
Right? So Eduardo gave his all, and he went and placed second at the Olympia. What an accomplishment that is, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, the best of all time from Brazil. I don't want to put anyone ahead of him until they go and prove it and do it. Do I think that the potential is there for Lucas to do something like that? Sure, why not? Don't limit the guy. Let him continue to work and make the improvements and grow into this sport, and who knows where he can go. This sport, like I said, is way harder than people think it is. There's a lot more than what meets the eye. It's a lot of mental. And so there's times where you see someone who has great potential and they can't seize the moment. They crumble, and that's it. They go away. We've had many bodybuilders like that from all around the world.
Yes.
But then we've had bodybuilders who continue to put one foot in front of the other, and they become a champion. So it's up to him to decide where his future is going to be.
Yeah. Eduardo had some injuries in his career, and he's planning to coming back right now.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah. What do you say? What do you say to him to motivate him?
Maybe one more. And I thought
that.
he was kidding. But man, I'll tell you what, I think he should come back.
Yeah.
What an inspiration and a motivation that would be to all bodybuilders around the world, especially the Brazilians, right?
Yes,
So-
right. Yeah. Cool.
Eduardo, you better be coming back, buddy.
Good. That's good. Yeah, he's such a nice guy, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Really is.
So you said about Lucas. What do you think about his attitude at the press conference? Because he took off his shirt, you know, he was very excited.
Yeah.
So his first Olympia, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think that was rude